just played these guys a couple weeks ago. So you watch, obviously the entire season, but you watch your game that you just played, and obviously the Minnesota game in which Jalen Hurts has 158.3 quarterback rating, so there goes that one, talking about him. Both receivers have 300 yards together, so I know they weren't, look, it's an explosive offense. I said that the first time we played them, and it showed up in the Minnesota game against a really good defense. So to have a perfect quarterback rating, not many guys that can do that. Jalen certainly did. Defense had an interception for a touchdown. Good defense, a lot of good players. Jalen will be back. Carter, who's a problem to block, which he wasn't there the first game. So it'll be a challenge to go to their place and play them another division game. In terms of our guys, these are the players that will not practice. They won't practice today. We'll see where they are kind of day to day, if you will. Burns, Holland, Daboll, and Golston. Burns, Holland, Daboll, and Golston. And then we will open up Graham's window today.
Is there any concern at all, any of those four that aren't practicing are long-term things, or are you
Yeah, I just
more
say,
like
yeah,
day, week to week?
Yeah.
No like IR for those guys?
No.
You didn't say Slade, does that mean he'll start today?
He will be. Yep.
Where do you stand at the kicker position?
Where do I stand at it?
Yeah, where do you stand with the kicker position? Like,
We're opening up Graham's window, so
so you intend for him to be able to kick this week?
we'll see. That's why we're opening up his window.
That's what I'm asking. You have an open competition? Is it?
If
who-
Graham's ready to go, Graham will be the kicker.
How hard is it to have faith in him? This is twice in the past 2 seasons where he's gotten injured either during or before a game. How do you get yourself to feel comfortable that if you put him out there on Sunday, he's going to be able to do the job?
Yeah, I'd say we'll go through the week here, Dan, and it looks good. And hopefully he'll be out there. But he's done a good job for us. Couldn't do anything about the injury that he had.
But it's a track record, isn't it? It's not like he's an older player. It's not like he had one off. It's very consistent.
Yeah, if he's ready to play and he goes through practice and he feels good, then he'll be the kicker.
If he's healthy and active as a kicker, do you still have to have Coop on the roster for that game in case, based on what's happening?
Yeah, I'd say let's see how he does these next couple of days here, Pat. But he's a kicker. He's been working. We're bringing him up for a reason. Hopefully, he's progressing in the right direction. He is progressing in the right direction. So we'll see a couple of days here how it goes, and then make a decision what we need to do.
So if Graham was activated, you're not to put words in your mouth. It sounds like you're leaning towards you would not be interested.
Yeah, I'd say today's Wednesday. Let's see how it looks on Friday after practice.
What has Graham been able to do the last couple of weeks? What has he been
Working with the trainers.
So has he been able to go outside and kick?
Yeah, he does the stuff that he needs to do to be with the trainers, and they think he's ready to go. So it'll be good to have him out here.
Have you seen him kick a field goal yet?
I'll see today. I mean, the trainers have been working with him. So again, I would say this is not like a defensive back or receiver. They've been working with him. They feel comfortable about what he's been doing. That's why we're opening his window.
You guys haven't added wide receivers since Malik went down. Just curious, why not bring anybody in?
Well, I think LJ's done a good job. We brought him up. Wandell's really, we've asked Wandell to do a lot of different things, not just play where he's, played the last few years, more slot related. He's done a lot of different things, and he's really done a nice job for us. Those guys have done a good job, and we've used, more tight ends. We've probably used more tight ends than we have in the past few years, and they've done a nice job for us. So spreading the ball around, we'll see what happens here.
Dave, what have you seen with Saquon? His yards per carry is down considerably from a year ago.
See him as one of the most talented backs in the league. Explosive, dynamic. I think he's a hell of a player.
Debo can't go. What's your confidence level in Tay Banks?
Yeah, he'll do everything he can to be as ready as he can be. Coaches will work with him. Again, all those decisions, who can go, who can't go, I'm saying it on Wednesday, that'll be decided on Friday. So, Tay's working hard, doing everything he can.
Does he remain next in line at that spot if Paulson can't play?
Yeah, we'll see. Again, we'll see where Paulson is. We'll see where Paulson is. But Tay's got to be ready to play. They all do.
You didn't mention Jackson. Obviously, it looked like he had a little bit of an ankle in the game on Sunday.
Good to go.
What does it say about him that he's had a couple injuries the last couple games? And it seems like when Wednesday rolls around, he's out here and you're downplaying it, he's downplaying it. I mean, is there something that
I'd
you
say
can attribute to?
he's got a lot of good toughness. The good ones that I've been around are usually the toughest ones too, both mentally and physically on the team. He's a tough guy.
It's unusual to play a team twice in such a short period of time.
Yeah.
He's a rookie quarterback. How do you think he'll handle that, and do you think the Eagles will have a better understanding of him now?
Again, I got a tremendous amount of respect for Vic. He's done a great job in this league for a long time. I can't answer what he would do or what he wouldn't do. You watch your game, you see how they played you. Carter's back. Does that make a difference relative to the scheme and what they want to do? I don't know. I just know Vic's a challenging coordinator to game plan against. Again, Jackson's played a good amount of football in his career. In these last 4 weeks, he's got a routine down, and we do everything we can do to get him ready to play.
I think that is like an offensive head coach. What's your involvement in the defense during the week, during the games?
Yeah, well, I know what they're calling. I know the plays. I listen to them. If I see something, I'll give it to them, but I want to let those guys do their job. I have a trust in Shane, the defensive staff. They work extremely hard to try to do the things we need to do. I thought there's been a lot of improvement the last few weeks. So I see something. I watch tape with them after practice, go through the practice, meet with those guys on what they're deciding to do, give them my 2 cents, but let them do their job.
Is it fair to say you're more hands-on in the offensive game planning, that process on Monday?
I meet with all 3 phases, Dan. Do I spend quite a bit of time with the offensive guys? Certainly. But then I go and spend time with the defense, and then I go and spend time with Gobi and watch all the games, tell them what I see, ask them what they see, have good communication in that regard.
With Abdul, obviously the sack numbers aren't where they are, but he's still getting pressure as a quarterback. So I guess 7 games, how are you assessing what he's brought on the field so far?
I'm just glad he's on our football team. I'm not going to get into 7 games. He's a good football player for us. He's productive in rushing the passer. He's good at setting the edges. He's a good player for us.
Carter and Scadaboo limited at all? Abdul and Cam?
No, they're going. Yeah.
I would imagine you would agree that you would say that you're an aggressive head coach, you have an aggressive mindset. Does that is your defensive coordinator of the same ilk, do you think? Is it important for you to be in a synergy with him as far as having aggressive mindsets?
Yeah, again, each week we sit down and, hey, these are the keys to this game. This is kind of how I see it. This is how you see it. I do the same thing with Calf. I do the same thing with Gobi. Everybody's involved in it. All the defensive coaches, all the offensive coaches try to work together and then come up with the best plan we can and go out there and play as good and coach as good as we can.
Do you think the aggressive, there's a talk about how aggressive your defense was in the fourth quarter and the play calls. Do you think that had a bearing on giving up 33 points, or was it more about what happened on the field of play?
Yeah, I would just say this, Paul, like I said the other day, everybody can be better. Not just one unit, not just one position, not just one good coach. Everybody can be better.
During the game,
Go ahead.
during the game, how much are you able to give suggestions to him or specify specific plays? I think what a lot of people are saying is on that when you decide to go, rush 3 and drop 8, is that your call? Are you giving your input there? Like, how does that kind of work in the moment?
Yeah, well, I would say if you're on a headset and you're calling plays, it happens pretty quickly. That was after, we scored a touchdown. those are conversations we've had after Dallas, which was a completely different defense. They actually ran the same play at the end of the half that we worked on, to be honest with you. So we had two robbers there. They made a nice catch. And I have confidence in Shane. I have confidence in the defensive staff. Moving on to Philadelphia.